Moderation helps everyone feel safe to build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate. I'm a young straight white male. Would it be in my best interest to exclude anyone? No, I want dates and job opportunities. Next point, choose who can set a delay between messages. Hide or put people in timeout. Ooh, I like that. This is going to be fun. Let's do it. Because I'm in control. Oh. I could put you in timeout. Can I get specific on the punishment also? Manage messages held for review. Add moderators to your channel. I'm a one-man show. And you're not going to get very far in life with that attitude. We'll see. Okay, share. Okay. Oh, I really like to wrap it when I'm tired. I haven't slept in 24 hours. I don't have my audio equipment plugged in. Also, there's risk of cheaters. But that looks so cool. I feel like a fuck. Ah! Oh, come on in. He's handsome, isn't he? Oh, now he looks angry. What? Fuck off, Lucas. I don't care about politics. Y'all are really messing with my head this morning. Okay. If I win it, I'll play a rapid. What a bitch. What a bitch. Why did someone wouldn't love you as much as you? Ego is good sometimes. You want to relinquish your bishop pair? I'm going to ruin your life. I have my bishop pair. And he has no bishop. I don't love it. It's fine, but not in speed chess. It's a weird, it's a different structure. I don't see it fun. It might be. Tell me about it. Let's get weird. I'm better. I'm better in these. It's getting strange, as I mentioned. I will not castle. My king's going to live this whole game somewhat exposed in speed chess. I calculate faster. I'm the better player up to at least 1900. We're just going to have to find out where exactly I rank. Okay.
You're still a bitch. I'm still better and very confident myself. Okay. Get your bishop away from my party. Get your bishop further away from my party. Not yet. That's a little bit strange. Doesn't look good for some reason for enemy. And you're just going to have a little bit of a weird pawn thing going. Fine. Let's simplify them. Just show our speed. Keep our king protected. King is certainly not in a fabulous spot, but at this level, the chances of enemy being able to attack me and fast enough. Okay, go. Not fabulous. Not fabulous at all. His enemy's rooks are not connected. Minute. I have a minute too, but in a weird way, I have a little bit easier ways to activate my stuff. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to see. It's just going to come down to me being the more talented athlete. Tired. Playing some weird stuff. My pawns are now... The central pawns are together. But again, the clock. Enemy's pawns are better. Enemy's definitely got a better position. Enemy can still castle. But you still got to find a way to do something about it. Avoid knight forks and we're going to be okay. Bishop's going to be annoying. You don't have time. You simply don't. Just fuck with him a little bit. Ah, the check, damn it. Again, king safety. Just keep that king safe. Too slow. Even when I'm not better, I'm better. Beautiful. Yeah. More God-given talent. It's a shame I didn't develop it as a kid. Fuck off. What's that put me at? Probably 98.3 percentile. And we're scratching the surface, as I mentioned, in my blitz abilities. Yeah. And I played bullet tired. Again, I've got to just never play chess on my iPhone again. No. I need to not play my rapid. 98.4%. You know what? Let's just get one in. That's what she said. I am a millennial, though I'm an adult. I'm still a millennial. Okay, focus. This is real stuff now. I need to mess with some more offbeat openings. Chess.com did have a fabulous course on offbeat openings, actually. I have the white pieces. I'm more talented. Enemy doesn't even know where enemy's from. Indicates indecisiveness. International. Where? You want to lock in your light square bishop, but have pretty safe pawns. Okay. I want to activate my bishop and have a pretty good pawn structure. You're not in my head. What does that mean? You're going to castle short like a pussy? I'm going to throw my fucking pawn out there. We're fighting. Let's play some attacking chess. And act like we know what we're doing. Okay. So now my pawn, you do not want to open up this H file, friend. That would be a bad idea by you. So if you do, and then I go there, I might actually be able to allow you to take that. So if you do take, then I take, then you go there. Probably. I didn't want that to get blocked off because that would eliminate my plan I mentioned. I definitely don't want to sacrifice stuff. But you certainly don't want to push your pawns any more than you have to over there. Let's just go for the kill. Let's just kill him. I'll get punished as I climb for some of this over aggressive stuff, but it's not going to be today. I don't have my mic. I'm very tired. It's just not going to matter because that pawn's stuck. No matter what you do, that pawn's just going to be stuck. It's a stuck pawn. And if enemy defends this little effort even decent to where I don't see a mate in a couple moves, I'm going to get my king safe. I don't think I need this knight for any of my plans, actually. So if you take, not take. I might be down a pawn. But no, because then I'm fine. Because then I can come there. And I have a lot of resources firing at enemy king. Enemy king might want to consider moving. You want to open it up? No, you're gonna try to close it off. What was that mess about? Easy. Taking candy from a baby. Oh, you're soft, aren't you? Surely I should open up the king, right? We do with our bishop first, then our knight will be threatening the rook. The rook will be stuck. Do with our bishop first. You can't go there. You can take there. You can take there. I'll slide. I don't know that it's super crucial. So if I go there and then you take, then I will go there. else. That pawn, you can't move that pawn because I don't have those pawns. Go there, then I can escape again. You cannot take it. This is important. This is game over. I just gotta focus. I don't know if any of those moves were bad. A little faster. Can't really take because then I have this discovery. Disconnect. Be a loser. This pawn defends, so the king cannot. This is fabulous for me. I don't know if I was as precise as I could have been, but I played aggressive. It's not over. Focus till the end. Sometimes we catch breaks in life. It's a battlefield, but we don't decline luck. I'll wave my flag. The fuck out of here. Counts. Don't want to over concern ourselves with statistics, but it looks really nice. Brief analysis, and I actually printed out my win to give me my previous best, which was 1972, as you saw before I won this. And it was just poor. I was tired that time, not making excuses, because why would we make excuses when we're winners? I'm just saying I'm going to be a lot better going forward. It's kind of like sleep talking. Yeah, makes sense. I'm not really even trying. I'm still getting my message across to enemies. See. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, that's a good move. Now, okay, so what, Mr. Beta Buck Coach? You stopped your opponent from being able to force doubling of pawns? How is he going to force me to do anything? Oh. Well, I mean, I would have just okay. So I wasn't considering that. I was either taking or I was doing that because of the double pawn. So I get it. Sorry, Coach. I prefer Julian, National Master, who teaches me stuff at the chess club. I don't like when robots tell me what to do or how to think. Queen there first? Really? I'm noting that. Really? Okay, but I'm still better. Better as in the position. Get a little deeper. Nice and deep in there. Here we go. Okay. D4. I'm going to play a lot of D4. I'm going to mess with my offbeat openings and speed chess. I think I'm taking a little bit of a step back for OTB this month, and I'm just going to really be rested and locked in for the open section. So probably just one tournament or 4 games this month OTB, but it'll be against much better competition. We want to be confident, but the reality is they've all played since childhood, and most of them have taken lessons with grandmasters for a while. Or not most, some of them. Or at least lessons at the club, which is still really good players. So I need to focus on that. Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned, blocking in the bishop, super passive. As word is getting around in the online chess community, I'm just a superior talent. E4. Yeah, I understand. H4 is aggressive. Counter with c4. Yeah, you got to fight for center. You got to fight for space here. Wait, why would you do that? Okay, so bishop takes on f6 is best. I just like the thought, and there are many instances if you're a beginner watching this rerun, since I am streaming live now, I'm going to start doing that more. There are many instances where, yeah, okay, maybe that's the best move. And then I'm going to continue fighting with my pawns. But enemy's already playing some passive pawn stuff. 1900 is good. It's a good online chess player. But in a shorter time control, generally 1900, such as myself, when we get attacked early, it's not pleasant. I like it, but I like it because I need to work on it, not necessarily because I'm that great at defending. So, yeah, the best move to take. But I'm leaving my options. And this is where it's very important. I'm attacking, which means something's going to be exposed. I don't love the thought of castling kingside with my pawns being pushed, and I'm also pushing my pawns for a reason. I'm attacking. I don't want my king there. I want to eventually get a major piece there. So instead of just getting all defensive, it's wise to be looking at punishing my decision to put all my resources over here. My bishop cannot retreat. I certainly don't want to bring my queen over because I want my queen to be involved and have options along the light squares to join in the attack. This is a good move. I certainly don't want to push my b pawn until my king is safe, because then my knight can be ruthlessly perma-pinned. And I don't want to slide my rook over. I want to leave my option to castle. So instead of getting defensive, look for counterattack sometimes. Because now I have everything I want. That was the best move. Yeah, again, for beginners. Enemy's very crammed. I'm very active, or fairly active. So I don't want to, unless I have a good reason, I don't want to make this trade. It's not good. It allows enemy to breathe, have some space, buy some time even, because without that, I guess it doesn't necessarily buy time, but enemy doesn't have to react to any threats. Enemy's already making some poor decisions for this level, so I made it easy, because if I steal, you're just going to steal back, and now your rook, once my knight is no longer controlling much, it's got some potential. If that knight is there, how do these pawns ever free up for this bishop to get anywhere? And if that bishop wants to go somewhere, it's going to end up there. It's going to block some stuff. It's not going to be good. So don't make that trade, which is why I did. I continue fighting. Now what's the best move? And this is really the best way I found, at least at the level I'm at and the current struggles I have in my chess game, to use online chess. Shorter time controls, which I consider the shorter time control. It's a longer online time control, but compared to classical over the board, it's not very long. I like to look at the opponent's mistakes a little more than I even do my own online for some reason. I think it just helps me, because I don't have time to really put myself in their shoes as I do over the board. Over the board, I actually, National Master Jesse Cohen, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. I met him in Denver at chess camp right after COVID lockdown ended. And he mentioned, like, walking around to the other side of the board, so to your opponent's side, see what they see. Okay, this looks good, but is there anything they could do? It's a great life lesson too. And online, I just don't really have time to do that. Over the board, I do. So I almost get the most improvements I feel from, I'll even flip the board, print it out. And sometimes for some reason when I'm playing as white and I want to get a better feel for black, I actually replay the game in reverse. And I don't mean I play it from the black perspective. I still play as white, but I actually play backwards. So I'll start at move, whatever. And this will only 14 moves. And then I will literally on the board replay it back in my mind. A shorter game like this, I would actually replay the entire thing back to the start, just to work on my memory and pattern recognition. And then for some reason that gives me a better, like, I don't know, it might just reset my brain when I start from the end and go to the beginning, like a fucking Benjamin Button situation. If I recall the premise of that movie accurately. I'm trying to be entertaining. It might just reset my brain. So instead of just going from white in this case, and then okay, I'm playing as black, I'm still in my head, maybe I'm playing as white. But if I do something odd, like replay it from finish to start, it's like a fresh-ish game to me. And now I am actually the enemy. It's how my brain works. It's how your brain probably works too. It's not as open-minded as me, probably. Or tortured. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Seeing both perspectives. Okay, back to me. Fabulous, fighting hard. I liked Queen H5. When I stream, I mention moves I am actually willing to make. I see some others that I'm pretty sure are good. Queen H5 would be one I would see, but I'm not going to even spend time discussing or calling out on stream. I just quickly discard it. But yeah, it's totally fine. Of course, I would have expected to be met by, okay, so why can't you just do that? Because I do have all those resources, yeah. So if I were the enemy, I would do that. I would do that. You would do that. I don't want to take. See, I didn't. I want to go King E2. Okay, robot. Or King F1. Why is it? I mean, I know it's not the right move, but why is it? You got to play with the robot. You can't just. I watched, who was that? International master like Koska. He's playing alongside. There's some big chess.com event. He's playing alongside another international. It might be Eric Rosen. No, Eric was paired with Nemo, I believe. He might be playing with Danny Ranch. There's two internationals together, and he was one of them. But he is the host of some chess YouTube channel that's fairly big, and he discussed how to use engines properly so that we can improve as humans. It was a very good one. I wish I had it. Chess Dojo. I'll try to find the link. It was a very good video. And he replied to my comment, which makes me feel important. Okay, so let's say I go King E2 robot. Now what do you want to do? So G5 is never good. And I was watching some of my early videos. Well, G5 is, you're crazy, man. I need to go to sleep. And I'm going to go to sleep. The reason that is bad is because I can do that anytime I want. Okay. That's why Queen H5 is interesting. Yeah, it's just really confident chess. It's not that these moves are that hard to find for an athlete of my level, but I'm not even thinking. I should have thought there, though. Okay. So it's on the list. It's on the list. How would we play that out? That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, that's got to be fun, survivable for black. And I didn't look deeper. I just knew it was not good, but it was survivable. Because now D6, so then I would have done that probably. No, I wouldn't have. I would have saw that. Okay. So D takes or bishop takes. I probably went D takes in the theme of, like I said earlier, leaving my pieces. Bishop takes. You want me to take the bishop? Okay, sure. Right. And now I go H takes. Okay, and then you go. Surely you just go F takes. You can't let those pawns sit there. You have 6. And then you want me to go ahead and take it. Okay. So I'll eventually have to give up that pawn. Yeah, I'll get my king safe. As you can see, I'm so much more active, though. And my king will be so much safer. And I would love to have a friend who is, I mean, a close friend. I have some chess friends. I'm not social. I'm not antisocial, unless it gets me chess friends. Not that chess people are antisocial. Chess people are quiet thinkers, intelligent. I'll do what I have to impress them. But this is the kind of situation. I mean, maybe a little bit. I'd like to be a little bit more in the lead, where I would love for like a FIDE master or a really really good player that's not the best of in the world to take over the opponent's side, and then let me fight. Which again, there's an awesome feature. I won't assume that you know this because some people on YouTube stumble on new things. But this is where it is good. What am I doing? I haven't done this in forever. But 2, practice versus computer. So I'm winning. It's definitely, I'm not just with a little advantage. I'm winning. This position is winning. So now that it's winning, let's see if it's still winning against, fuck off, Wampus. I need to stop cussing. No one's ever going to sponsor me, which is fine. I'd rather just play over the board chess and not have to be on this mess. So let's play the engine. Turn it up. I wouldn't actually turn it up to Wampus. You are like that dog at the shelter that just isn't the right fit. I still like you. You play chess. It's a hero of Discord. But you're not the one I'm adopting, and you're at my ankles. I'm like, no, I'm getting Nova. I'm like, no. Pick me. I'm like, no, Wampus. I don't want to. It's not personal. I just need something different. And you're still finding a way to pop back up. I'm going to replay that. I don't even think I clicked anything near him. I clicked the engine, and Wampus showed up. How does that happen? You're magic, Wampus. You're a bad chess player. All right, I'll beat the shit out of you later. What? I'm losing my mind. I'm absolutely losing my shit. I can play close to 2,000 level chess. Apparently, I can't use my mouse correctly. All right, Jan, Nepomniachtchi. Am I playing Jan now? I am playing. Okay, so Jan's going to take over this position. His king's very unsafe. Jan is, I don't know exactly what Jan's playing style is like, but I know he can keep his king safe pretty good. So it's white to move. Where are we at? So that was not the move made. Okay. So let's say we're here. What happened? I go there. Okay, well, whatever, Jan. We'll just play it out. Actually, let's go back. Let's play out what we're seeing. It's just there's so many variables. I'm too old. I can't go to the internet's a fabulous thing and relatively new, at least in terms of the quality education available. Okay. So after I made that great move, I think we decided, was this one that was good? Well, no, because then the knight would get captured. So it's definitely not good now. Okay, now, this would be something. Now, top grandmasters take over. And I'm probably, so as we saw, that's what I do. I'm probably not going to win this because he's super grandmaster. One of the top, I don't know where he ranks in the top 10, top 6 at least. But it's so interesting. And then I don't remember exactly what we're looking at, but we'll use something weird like this. Let's say. Okay, so now that gives him an advantage. So let's see. Does it like that better? And this is where online chess can get very addictive because I just like to guess and check a lot. So what do you want me to do? Yeah, okay, because the pin. You want me to relieve the pin? Probably. Just guess. Okay, give me one more move. Fine. You do want me to castle? I only have a plus 0.5 advantage? Huh. I'll just give you a feel for it. Okay, so if I go here, are you going to trap me somehow? Why would you do that, Jan? That's where Super Grandmaster's going to be tricky. So if I go here, where do you want it to go? Go there and there? Take your pawn, Jan. Jan Nepomniachtchi. You asked for it. And initially, if you weren't, again, the top 6 Grandmaster, and when the pressure's on, I mean, top 2 or 3, I'd probably just set my bishop for fun. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to do that. So you see how it works. I would play more serious, and I would let a Super Grandmaster try to save a lost position. And that would be a great way to improve because it gets a good mix of learning of what I'll actually see. Like I cannot watch Gotham Chess or any Grandmasters. Well, I can watch their games, but I can't watch a top player or even a player of Gotham's caliber, Levy Rosman's caliber play, which Levy's very good in the scheme of things. And he probably could be better if he didn't stream. Because if I do that right before an over the board game where I'm playing someone at my level, which is like 1,500 over the board or a little above, I'm sitting there trying to think, like, what would Jan Nepomniachtchi do in this situation? I'm like, and then I mess it up, and I'll have a winning position. And then, what would Magnus? I remember that Magnus Carlsen video where he sacrificed 10,000 things, and he ended up doing this. I'm like, huh? If I would have just played standard chess instead of trying to ask myself what would the best chess player ever do, I would have won that easily and been home walking my dog instead of scratching my head trying to salvage a draw. So we don't want to play in the end after we have an advantage against a top player. I feel like it gets the benefits of seeing how they think or how we might have to battle and focus and understand in-game technique against a really good player, but it also doesn't make us feel like we need to be them or think like them because we won't. And if you start thinking like Jan Nepomniachtchi, then go get your brain tested. You're a genius. And if you didn't play until adulthood and you're making moves like Jan Nepomniachtchi, again, you're a robot, but also you should probably try to go make friends or go outside because that would take a lot of time. Though I think it's possible to become a grandmaster, not a super grandmaster. I could never become anything. If I ever made it to master, I'll be happy, and then I would have to reevaluate my time commitments. And I think it's possible for one who is very intelligent, which I'm smart. I wouldn't consider myself like anything more than above average intelligence. I think it's definitely possible to become an international master. And if I would have started, or if anyone with my brain started at age 25 instead of having COVID lockdown, and actually played over the board and had a coach that's proven him or herself in producing top talent, not only coach, but also have every tournament invite, everything scheduled where you don't have a care in the world. You either have money or you're getting paid to play chess with incentives to play chess only. And that would make the chess world a lot of money, bring in attention. You start at age 25, maybe a few weeks of just learning how the pieces move. Then you play like 500 level tournaments, see how you do, until you get to like, let's say 1,000, which would be quick. Then you have your coach like develop a plan based on all your games, and all you do is play chess. That's your only job. It's certainly possible to become a grandmaster. And I'm no angel, but the world is getting nasty. And the human part of me, everyone wants to have kids. I think so. I think that's probably true. And I really think just the confidence in either learning something new, even an instrument, even guitar, which is a pretty easy instrument to get good at, not to master. But any complicated skill that we hear people say, oh, I'm too old. Chess would be the most difficult of those interesting examples people want to do for fun or see if they could do. Learn to do that, and I think it would make the world a nicer place. Because when people get old, they get bitter. And I really have a lot more respect for 60 or 70-year-olds that start a business or leave a bad relationship if there's good reason. It's not just, oh, I want something new or oh, I'm done. Not just quitters. Because it's so much harder. So much harder when you're older. And I think me getting good at chess and explaining how I do it, I think one of the learnings and how I overcome plateaus in creative ways would help other people pursue learning something, because general principles for learning apply to any complicated mental task. And whether they try on their own or live vicariously through my chess dreams, it would make people realize they're not entirely stuck. And a lot of the things we're told about the human brain, at the very least, they need to be revisited, because for the first time ever, we have technology. In past generations, if you didn't come from money, I'm assuming, and live in maybe parts of Russia, how are you going to get the best chess training? You'd have to be recognized like Magnus Carlsen was, but Magnus Carlsen grew up more in the internet age where you could get your name out there easily, or if you're playing great chess as a 9-year-old, people can find out. But like, let's say the generation before Carlsen's, you probably got to live in Russia and possibly have some money or connections to then get the best training from age 4, which is kind of what it takes to become top in the world. But now a little girl in the ghetto in America, hell, possibly in St. Louis, has no parents, dad's on drugs, no money, will have to work a job when she's 16 like her sister did or whatever. Let's say she comes across chess to cope with life. She's getting abused, unfortunately. And she finds a teacher who at least teaches her the basics of like how her brain works and how to learn, and then applies that to chess. She can check out a book at the library or print out an article or print out Magnus Carlsen games or Judith Polgar's and just study that on the bus ride. And she has the access to the best information, the same information pretty much, aside from coaching possibly, that a Russian prodigy would, that has parents with major money. And that's super cool. And then, since all the information is available, maybe she develops enough to show some promise. And in a chess city like St. Louis, the St. Louis Chess Club, or a chess woman who's affiliated with the St. Louis Chess Club says, hey, I know what I went through, and I know how hard it is to believe in yourself, and helps her out. And now you have someone that has absolutely nothing and on paper should be nobody, that because of the internet can learn. And I think we'll see a lot of misconceptions about the human brain and even the adaptability of the adult brain completely debunked. And I want to be a part of it. I want you to be a part of it too. Download chess.com, challenge me. I'm trying to not play on my iPhone, in part because I just know it's not been good for me and my addictive personality, but also Magnus Carlsen said he doesn't even like to play on his iPhone much. I will reply. I believe it's definitely possible for anyone decently smart to get to 2,000 and have a full-time job and stuff. And I can tell you all the mistakes I've made. I'm going to shatter it. I'm going to be right now. If I just play focused and I play on a schedule and I don't go back, I can be close to 2,100. I don't know that I would say I'm a 2,100 online player, but a lot of parts of my game are developing very, very nicely. And I think I could compete at a 2,100 online level. And after some more lectures and a few more open tournaments, I don't see why I can't play closer to 2,200. So she's not even 22. Surely her peak is better than that, though, right? She's a good one to compare to in terms of potential. That's only 8,901st. Oh, I'm going to get that. Because she certainly could be better. She doesn't have a lot of motivation. Well, I don't mean that about Anna. I don't know Anna, of course. Seems like a nice person. I don't mean that she's not driven or that she's lazy. I mean, both our parents are grandmasters. And I don't think they're barely grandmasters either. I think that they're older now, so they might be a little less. Okay, so that's not just barely. That's especially for a woman, and I don't mean to discard women in chess, but at that time they didn't get even the opportunities they do now, which most would agree is not the same as men. Even still, that's not a joke. Grandmaster. That's ridiculous. So when both your parents are grandmasters, why torture your mind? Because if you're not a grandmaster, you're a failure as a chess player. So she does a lot of good things for chess, and she could certainly be a lot better. But 2181, like I feel like I could do that. I was gonna say, like, use her as a benchmark, but I don't think that's intimidating. No, she's like 2300. I've seen. What's I forget. She has some strange name. It's like Mama something. My immediate goal and realistic goal is I would like to not necessarily beat Andrea, because I think if I actually got to play Andrea in a game, super secret, that's clever. Like if Andrea actually knew she was playing me and that I was maybe like streaming, or that I live in St. Louis, which I got their autographs, but I doubt they like would know my face. Well, they might. But she knew it was me, and she knew like my story, and that I didn't play. I didn't even. You can watch some of my recordings. One I played with my friend Neil during lockdown. I didn't know how to piece and move until pretty well into COVID. But then Andrea would actually like talk to her coach, GM Hammer, and her sister, and get a plan and play hard. And she's a pretty solid chess player. But again, kind of like Anna Kramler, doesn't have a lot of incentive to just play chess well, or as well as she could. But Andrea, if she buckled down for a while at least, I mean, I'm psychopath focused on chess. But Andrea would beat me for a while longer. Still, her online numbers are not impressive. I'm higher rated than Andrea Boots in Rapid Chess. No way. I am though. Yeah. I think I. Wow, that's not good for you, Andrea. How embarrassing. Woo! I'm higher rated than one half of the second or third biggest chess channel in the world. Yeah. If word ever gets to her sister, Alice will be sitting there going, "No, meet in the middle. Do my rating plus Andrea's. Divide by 2 if you want to talk crap about Botez Live. It's not how life works. You brought her on board, Alex. Get her rating up." I'm so tired. I'm just clicking the same thing over and over. Okay, but apparently I'm higher rated than Andrea. So 1980 is apparently not very bad. Wow. How fun. How fun is chess? How fun is improvement? How fun is getting confidence boosts through comparing ourselves to others? World rank 29, 39. Okay, so classical 80, 37. So like I said, she's a lot better than me over the board right now. But my over the board stuff, there are pieces of my game that are just minor gaps. And that will be fixed. And once I start putting them all together, every element of my game has shown up in phases, or even in streak, or like in parts of one game. It's not the entire game, or even in streaks where I'm doing certain things really well, and I just need to connect all the dots, and then I will be an 1800 level UCF player or better. Anyway, all the information available. That's Y11P Performance Book. We're going to see what the adult brain can do. I hope others join me in this fun experiment. I don't necessarily love chess or dislike chess. I think it's interesting. I think it's fair. I think it's cool. If not abused, but it's really just the best vehicle I see to prove my points. Like this guy. This guy's crazy. He quit his job. Dan McLaughlin. So I didn't quit my job. I was affected by COVID and put in a really weird ethical dilemma and got chased out because I didn't sell my soul. He chose golf as his vehicle. At 30 years old, he just quit his job. And he's like, I'm going to be on the PGA Tour. We're like, what? He was doing some weird things like I do. And I got some ideas from his project. Actually, I read about this in my book I got during COVID lockdown, which also discussed the Polgar sisters. And I applied it to my music and stuff. He's a pretty smart guy, or pretty deliberate guy. But he had, I think, a back injury, which that was the only mistake he did with his Dan plan, because his mission was kind of like mine with corporate America. It's like, it's sad to see people, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they just never do it. He's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a golfer, and hopefully that'll inspire you to chase your dreams. And life's short. It's never too late. Don't be unhappy. But when you're 30, you got to realize even Tiger Woods and elite athletes that probably have much better genetics, by the way, get injured or have to play through injuries, and you haven't trained your body for that your whole life like they have, and done some weight training and whatnot to make yourself more flexible and less likely to get injured. And so he got injured, and he really never recovered from it. So his experiment, though, was going well. And there were even a few pretty notable names that were like, this handicap's getting pretty good, better than what we expected for someone who never played till 30. But if he would have chose chess, this guy would be an interesting person. Because it would, the failure of the Dan plan, because he totally had all the approaches and planning right, in terms of he really didn't play golf, like a round of golf for like his first 6 months or something. He was just doing the drills and working with his coach. If he would apply that to chess, I think he could have succeeded. That's what I'm going to do. Thanks, Dan. She's real good at chess. I'm going to go sleep. Like I said, I haven't slept in a while. And reflect on my victory. Figure out this live streaming, because that was super fun. Winning always is. Thank you for the 4 viewers who joined. Please check me out. I will stream my next one Friday at 7 p.m. I'm not going to do what I just did, which was dumb, and play tired, risk my progress. I'm done with the downward spirals. I'm ready for chess. Hope you are too. Stream myself immediately, and you no longer be live. That's the plan. When I hit end stream, of course that's what's going to happen. Your stream will stop immediately, and you will no longer be live. Yes.